I'm Stefan. I'm the creator of the Drop a Size program. And I want to shoot this quick video to talk about how to drop 1 or 2 sizes in only 28 days. If you want to drop a size, lose fat in a healthy and safe way, then keep on watching. The tips I'm going to show you are going to be awesome, and they will definitely change your life. I've been in the fitness industry for almost 10 years now, and I help thousands of people. I even opened up 2 fitness studios here in Thailand. Now, since my fitness studios were in Thailand, I was very lucky to work with a lot of different nationalities. They all came in different ages and sizes. Now, some of them they had serious concern about their health, but most people were just upset because their favorite clothes didn't fit anymore. And others were just frustrated. They tried every single diet out there, and this all didn't work. Now, I'm not saying that all those diets out there are a bunch of BS, but a lot of them are. And some of them they say you don't even have to exercise. Just take this magic pill and the weight will just fall off. Okay, but why should you listen to me? It's me so special, and why should you keep watching this video? Okay, I am not special, but if you want to drop 1 or 2 sizes in 4 weeks, I know exactly how to do that. I have a program that works almost for everyone. Now I have to warn you, this is not going to be easy. It's going to require some hard work, but the results are absolutely worth it. You see, I used to be fat, and if I don't make an effort to exercise regularly and eat healthy, I become easily fat again. I was very determined to lose the fat and keep it off. And that's how I discovered the Drop a Size program. And I have been implementing this program successfully in my gym for over 5 years, twice a year. And I can't say that most people drop 1 or 2 sizes, even if they didn't follow the program 100%. But the most successful clients who follow this program 100%, they lost more than 13 centimeters of the waist. That's around like 3 to 4 sizes. Now, don't take my word for it. I completely understand. A lot of people are very skeptical. But just look at the pictures right here. There's nothing greater to see those results in people and finally finding a solution. And the best of it is, most people incorporate this program into their daily lives. So even after the program, they kept on losing fat. Now, before we're going to jump in the workshop, let me just tell you a little bit more about myself. It was like yesterday. I was weak, uncoordinated, clumsy, and extremely self-conscious. Because I was overweight, my mom tried to help me by enrolling me as many sports you can think of. I was terrible in all of them because I was carrying around so much weight and fat. So I developed knee and back problems. This continued till I got older. When I was 20 years old and I was drinking a lot, I got a lot more self-confidence after several shots. But the ultimate result was that this unhealthy lifestyle made me even more fatter and much more miserable. One day I had enough of it and I decided to hit the gym big time. I was just sick and tired of being fat, and I was worried about the future. But after sweating hours and hours on the treadmill, I realized I was just exhausting myself. So frustrated after all that time spending in the gym, hours and hours. I got some result, but despite training so hard and barely eating, I gave up and all the weight came back on. It was only then when my path crossed with a fitness instructor. I walked over him and I told him, I need help. And he gave me some tips and tricks to be super effective in the gym. We eventually became friends and we started to train together. Following his tips and tricks and experimenting some stuff on my own, I created my Drop a Size program. Now, in a short amount of time, I changed my life completely. I even did some amateur fitness competitions. I was hooked and I wanted to share what I learned with others, and this is how my fitness career started. It's been more than 12 years since, and I've been studying a lot, became a personal trainer, and opened up 2 fitness studios in Thailand. Now I have focused all my time and energy in helping others with their fat loss goals. I train a lot of CEOs of international companies. I train doctors, I train yoga instructors. I've even helped some of my clients to become personal trainers themselves. So now you know my story. And if you're curious about what I have to say, then please stick with me. We're going to jump into the workshop, but first I just wanted to say how excited I am for you. If you follow this workshop, I guarantee you will get results. I'm looking forward to get to know you and hear all about how you did it and the results you got. So here we go, let's drop a few sizes. So we need to focus on the 3 pillars. 1 is weight training, and that's what we're going to cover today in this workshop. 2, we're going to talk about nutrition, how to eat and when to eat. And number 3, we're going to do the right cardio. Weight training is a very important activity to build extra lean and healthy muscles. Those muscles will actually help you to burn more calories, but it also will help you protect your joints. However, weight training can be dangerous if you don't do it correctly. Now, this is where my personal training experience will come in handy. Since I've been working with a physiotherapist, I know exactly which exercises to avoid. Now, for some reason, when we want to lose fat, the first thing we do is do cardio like crazy. We jump on the treadmill and run around the park. We rarely think about weight training and we put the weights back on the rack. Perhaps it's we don't really realize how much calories we burn with weight training. Scientists actually proved that with weight training you burn far more calories than cardio. Even if you spend 2 hours on the treadmill, a very good weight training session in only 40 minutes can be already twice as effective. Now, with the right nutrition and the right workout, an average lady can put on like 5 pounds of muscle and an average male can put on like 10 pounds of muscle. Now, since 1 pound of muscle burns 50 calories, this means with 5 pounds of muscles you will burn an extra 250 calories each day just by adding these muscles. Now ladies, sometimes we brush off the advice of building extra muscle. We don't want to get too big or bulky. Now, most of you are not aware how 5 pounds of muscle and 5 pounds of fat look like. Take a look at this picture. As you can see in the picture, muscle is much denser than fat and it will make you look more toned and more lean. Now you have to pack on a lot more muscle to start looking bulky and muscular. Now, muscle tissue growth is only stimulated by putting a lot of pressure on the muscles. If you use light weights and do rep after rep, your muscles will not grow. Now again, ladies, don't worry about getting bulky or muscular. As a female, you don't have enough testosterone to get the physique like a bodybuilder. So lower reps and more weight is the way to go to really build extra lean muscles. Now, how many reps you should do? Focus on between 8 and 12 reps. Now, if the last few reps are too easy, that means we have to increase the weight a little bit more. Just free weights. As you can see in my gym, there's no treadmill. There's only free weights we use. Barbells, kettlebells, dumbbells. A good thing about using free weights is that it requires you to use a lot of more muscle groups and a lot of more coordination. What are compound movements? Compound exercises are movements that involve more than one muscle group. Compound exercises are recommended for the most time-efficient workouts because 4 to 5 compound style exercises will train your whole body and all the major muscle groups in your body. Now, as an additional bonus, these movements are very functional. That means those movements you use in daily life, like sitting, kneeling, or different sports like swimming, basketball, you name it. A squat is a multi-joint exercise because both hip and knee joints are working to execute the movement. The squat works several muscle groups, including the glutes, hamstrings, quads, core, and calf muscles. Now, very important to remember is if you can easily do 10 or more reps with an amount of weight, then you need to go heavy. But always remember to try to keep the right form. If you're losing form, that means the workout or the exercise is too heavy. Change the weight and correct. I'm going to show you some squats. Now this is more for beginners. We're just going to use your body weight. Okay, so start with shoulders apart, and I always like to have a bench or a chair behind me, so then you don't worry that you fall backwards. So you can keep your hands crossed like this or just up here. Now focus on pushing your hips back. Go all the way down, just like you're sitting down to the chair. Now, very important is that those knees don't move forwards too much. So here we go. Go up, and again, slowly down. Also keep your back slightly arched, like this. Your spine to be in a natural position. So the next step is to add some weights. I like to use the dumbbells. We call this the dumbbell front squat. Now, to keep the weight on the front will really activate the core well. Another thing we're going to do, we're going to step forwards a bit, and we're not going to use the chair or bench anymore. So from here, again, push your hips back, and come up. Now this time you go a little bit lower. Again, make sure your spine is in a natural position. Alright, the next squat variation is going to be the barbell squats. Now this is more advanced because you can put more weight on. So you're going to duck underneath the bar. Now, as you can see, the bar is resting on my traps. Don't put it all the way up here in your neck. Just a little bit lower, right here. So it's more stable. Again, shoulder width apart. Keep your head up. Push your hips back. Slowly down. Down, stop. Okay, another great exercise for the lower body, lunges. Now again, you can do this without any weight, dumbbells, or if you have no equipment at all, you can use other heavy objects, like a suitcase for example. Okay, with the lunges it's very important that you take a big enough step. Don't bring your feet too close to the other feet. So, just like that. Now make sure you stay on your toe and you go down in one straight line and drive up. Again, we're going to be focusing on going down slowly, 3 to 4 seconds, and up in 1. Keep your head up. Alright, after all those squats and lunges, we really tired out those quads. So we're going to focus on those hamstrings now. So right behind the leg. Hips going up, hips going down. Now really focus on squeezing your butt. Now if this is too easy, one leg up, push, and down. If you have a box in your house. So here we go, push. We're over to the pull variations. This is my favorite, pull-ups. Now pull-ups are quite advanced. Hands up, pull yourself up, pushing your chest down, your chin has to go over the bar, slowly down. And then again, another variation is to keep the arms in. This is kind of a chin-up, or we call this a chin-up. So if pull-ups are too hard, you can actually do another option, and that's jumping up and focus on the way down. So for this you need a chair or a bench, so a little bit higher up. We're gonna jump and hold as long as possible and slowly come down. So jump, hold, and slowly come all the way down till fully extend up the arms and let go. Again, we need to step up on the bench. Jump up, hold, slowly down. Again, another pull variation. If the pull-ups are too hard for you, you can use the TRX or suspension train. I like these because you can do them, or you can use them anywhere. In your hotel, at your house, doesn't matter. You can always hang them up on the door or another place there, on the stairs. Okay, so here we go. According how far you step forward, how hard it will be. We're going to extend the arms out slowly until we completely straighten the arms. Now from here, you're going to pull yourself up, pushing your chest down, and slowly bring it back down. Again, make it harder, step forwards. If you want to make it less harder, step backwards. Okay, if you don't want to buy a TRX or you don't have anything to pull yourself up, just get 2 chairs and a broomstick. Now I have to warn you, be careful with this, okay? Hold the broomstick right here, chest up, and pull yourself up all the way towards the bar. Then slowly lower your back down.
Make it harder. Just extend those feet out a bit.
Okay, we're gonna start with a push variation. So bring it down on the knees. This is more for beginners. Keep your back straight. Hands right underneath the shoulders. And we're gonna go down slowly. Elbows right in. All the way down to the floor and push. To make it harder, feet on the floor. Dumbbell press. Right on the back. Press straight up. Slowly lower weights in. And we can keep our arms in, just like this. This is actually a better option if you have shoulder issues. So the main focus is on the triceps and the chest. Breathe in when you go down. Push out when you come up. And I always recommend to focus on the negative movement. So up fast, slowly down. So positive, fast, negative, slow. 4 seconds. Another option is to turn out and rotate the dumbbells like this. Push. And this focus more on the chest. But also be careful, it puts a little bit more stress on the shoulder. Last push variation. Now this is more for advanced. Bench press. Lie down on the bench. And again, I'm going to show you two options here. The normal, regular option is to keep your hands almost in the same line with the elbow. Pushing down. Lift the weight up. Again, you're going to focus on slowly down, fast up. And you want to bring the bar right on the chest. Don't bring it up too high or too low. Just right here above the chest. Another tip is never bring those thumbs in like this. Always lock them. I have seen people doing this and the bar actually slide out of their hands. And it wasn't very pretty. So again, lock those thumbs. Go down. And now again, this is more triceps and inner chest. Okay, now, sorry if you have some knee injuries or lower back injuries. Right now I'm going to show you some alternative exercises to strengthen the lower body. And we're going to use the rubber bands right here. Now these bands need to be quite strong. And what we're going to do, we're going to put them on. Both feet going in. Then we're going to place that band right above the knees. Now it's very important that the knees are kind of higher than the hips right here. Also your legs should be underneath, or your feet should be underneath the knees, keeping your back straight. Open the legs as wide as you can and slowly come back. So again, focus on around 10 reps, and the last rep we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. Bring those knees out as far as you can and hold it. Starting shaking already. Now believe me, these bands look easy, but it's pretty tough. Keep your chest up, look straight forwards, and we're going to go for big steps to the side. The legs are going to stay out as far as you can, and we kind of shovel forwards. I'm going to walk backwards. Okay, again, if you have knee problems and you cannot do any lunges or squats, this is another exercise to be very effective. We call this the lockout. What you're going to do, you're going to bring your leg inside. Now first of all, you need to make sure that you can put the band on something solid and strong. Place the band right behind the knee. Now step backwards and create some resistance. The other leg is back a little bit. And we're going to focus on bringing the knee forwards and pulling backwards.
Now without putting any pressure on the knee, you're still training and focusing on pulling with your muscles around the knee, right here.
Alright, that's it. That's all about weight training. Now I don't want to make this video too long. Now the good news is that you don't need to spend hours in the gym. A good workout is done in less than 30 minutes, only 3 times a week. But you have to make that decision to take some time free for your training. I will do my best to motivate you, but in the end, it all comes back to you. So how are you doing so far? Sorry that I talked a bit too long, but I'm just so excited to show you what I have learned and what helped for me. Now to close this video, if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. So please scroll down to this side and then you can leave a comment. And I'll try to answer all of your questions. So let me know, what is your motivation to drop a few sizes? Do you want to fit in your favorite clothes again? You need to go to a wedding? Whatever your reason is, drop a comment and let me know. Now I'm looking forward to see you in the next video where we're going to talk about nutrition.